Hi everyone!
Hi, so this is part 11 of the E30 build video. We're slowly getting there.
Yeah, and in this one we pretty much fixed the horrible noises that you may have seen in the last episode. Yeah. We started the car and it made a horrible row.
Sounded like a dirty V8.
We put one of these on it, and in this episode we start it again, but it sounds nice.
With an exhaust.
Yes.
Enjoy.
We're reading instructions.
Why would you want to keep heating the exhaust?
There's pictures.
Oh, okay, pictures. Pictures are better. We can handle
yeah.
pictures. Yeah, basically, this is going to get, the exhaust is going to get really hot, and we want to make sure it doesn't transfer that heat to the car body. So we've got a load of really cool stuff from Heat Shield products. Some stuff that goes around the exhaust, and then some stuff that's basically posh reflective stuff that we'll get in where we can. In reality, we should have done this before we put the engine in. Kind of forgot that bit in the excitement of having a blue car, but yeah, we'll be able to get, we'll get bits and pieces in. So again, stuff like that, and that'll basically, hopefully, make sure that the car isn't an absolute oven when I drive it for extended many laps at the Nürburgring, which we'll see then. You fucking penis! You penis! Put your microphone on. Put your penis microphone on.
Let's try this again. So this is the exhaust. This is all custom made by your fair hands.
Yeah. This is the bit that we've done before, which is the twin 2.5 inch part of the system, and it comes from V-bands there, and then nice mounts, and then it was into a collector here.
Was that when you wanted the 4?
So it was yeah. So it was running 2 before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get it looking right, Craig. But now we've decided to go single 3.5 inch, so 2.5 inch into single 3.5 inch.
Yeah.
Is 2 of those equals 1 of these, basically, almost exactly.
Quick math.
In cubic flow, CFM. There you go. So yeah, it turns into 1, and then it gets really fucking complicated because we have to go over the beam axle.
Is that how the OEM would have gone?
No?
No, I think they go underneath.
Yeah.
The fuel tank would be there. The OEM car wouldn't be this low though, and they'd run like a little tiny exhaust.
So this is a byproduct between us raising the subframe into the car then and running low?
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah, and this is not the original seat part of the body either, so that's our own panel. But yeah, so we're having to basically work out how to sneak it past there, and then second part of the problem is to sneak it past the drive shaft here. So obviously you don't want to be too close to CV boot. We do have the excellent heat shield product stuff that we can put around here, which I think it takes 50-60% of the heat out.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
So yeah, that probably would protect that, but we're just seeing what options we've got, whether we go this side or way over here, because the silencer that we're using, the 3.5 inch silencer, basically needs to sit pretty straight here.
That's a pretty big silencer you want. Is that just for noise restrictions for track use?
It is, but that's going to be bloody loud, because remember it's NA. So turbo cars...
There's only one box, so...
Yeah, turbo cars are kind of like a silencer, a turbo is a silencer. So because this is naturally aspirated and revs so high, it'll probably be really loud.
How important is the exhaust on an NA engine?
Very.
Because I know the internet will go on about back pressure and flow.
Load of nonsense.
Doesn't matter.
Nah, pretty much just like make it pretty big with as little restriction as possible.
The thing is, unless you're going to actually go and dine of it and make exhaust and change and try and keep doing all this stuff, it's basically what fits the car.
Yeah.
You know, it's no good saying, oh, it needs to be this, that and the other if you can't fit it on the car.
Yeah.
And, you know, it might be this wants to be like 2 3/4 inch or 3 1/4. And if that's not available, then you go with what's available. It's a bit of a compromise.
If we had have gone into 3 inch at this point instead of 3.5 inch, it would have made slightly less horsepower, but you probably wouldn't actually notice it. It might be 10 horsepower. It's a bit of a guess, but my idea is that make it as big as you possibly can, just in case down the road you end up looking for more power or anything like that. So. Sounds like there's gunshots. That actually does sound like gunshots. We are in Birmingham, remember?
And the people are in the weed farm?
Nah, they're not.
Who's in them?
Nobody, they're gone.
Oh, they're gone now?
Yeah.
They went...
Taking their weed and run.
They were there at lunch.
So yeah, we're basically thinking, we're working with an idea of something like this, then something like that, and then something like that, and then we're going to have to try and make twin upswept DTM.
Oh, you're going for that, that's cool.
That's the idea.
What size
if we
bore
can.
on the end?
Twin 3-inch, hopefully.
That's cool.
But yeah, this is the bit that nobody will see because the car's on the ground.
Yeah,
it has
and
to be perfect.
Actually, there's this car. I mean, you are an expert welder.
He loves it.
Without stroking your ego too much, some of the stuff that you have done, so like the Impala, the exhaust on that, incredible. The R32, where we've changed the flow for the 1J, real good. My S15 doesn't rub.
Yes, the resistance.
Yeah, like your S15 doesn't rub.
The thing is, the problem is when cars are like tight, you know, a lot of my work is putting big engines in cars, so you end up with big exhausts, and it's always an issue. You know, getting them through it is just something we come across every single time.
And then when you add the extra level
of
to the equation of lowness, which is basically what we do, and sort of my requirements are essentially that the exhaust doesn't touch the ground first. It's kind of like the car would touch the ground first. That's quite unusual. And that's something that was a bit of a steep learning curve with you and me, because it was like, no, it has to be that tucked up. Even if it is 3.5 inch, it has to be that tucked up. It has to be that it's, you know, body.
The problem was the first car built was the M3, the V10 first car built. Yeah.
Was that your first?
Yeah, so built it and went, that won't work. So it'll be fine. Like the car's like 4 inches lower than that. Okay, we get this now. Let's start again.
But the other thing as well, we are all getting slightly older and maturer, and
Speak for yourself, Stucky.
I'm getting wider
And fatter.
but noise as well. Like if you were 20 years ago, would you just want a straight through pipe, but now you want it to be
Not
quiet?
on an A car, but
The trouble is, it's not necessarily the volume; it's the type of noise. It's got to sound like there's nothing worse than some chavvy exhaust on a car. Really, you know.
So loud. I hate them.
And that's the thing, it has to be equivalent to the size of engine / power that you're running as well. If you've got a massively loud exhaust and your car's 150 horsepower, that's the weakest thing on the planet. But if you've got a massively loud car and you're making like 600 plus horsepower, then that's fine.
Yeah.
And this is kind of somewhere in the middle, sort of 450 horsepower, but we want to pass DB limits on track days, and we want it to still sound pretty nice because it's a high revving V8.
Yeah.
So yeah, somewhere in the middle.
What is the?
It's ED. That's what that is. It
what
does sound like a machine gun.
Yeah. What do you reckon the strictest limits will be that you'll do this year? Because some of our European watchers or American, they might not quite understand how bad it is in the UK with noise.
Like most track days are 98 dB, but we try and go on to like one that's 102. So 102, 105.
The thing is,
usually get away
we
with.
have to consider with this as well is the induction noise. The induction noise will probably be as loud as the exhaust.
Yeah.
It'll be very loud.
Yep.
You know, like the Corolla was. You know, that you can. It's probably more induction noise than exhaust noise at times.
So yeah,
it's a problem.
It might be one of those where you just lift off at the noise meter. Yeah. We'll see then. We'll crack on with this and see what we can get done.
Stop! Viewers at home, we are about to do some welding, so please get your welding masks, put on your head and pull down the visor. Alternatively, you can also turn the brightness down on your screen like my friend Colin is doing now. So please, watch welding responsibly.
Fun, bud. Creating a masterpiece.
Getting there.
Excellent. Good, isn't it? Just gotta put a couple of small fillets in that.
Well, I'm just working out the angle of how to look. That's on there.
Yeah.
And then this is going to come into here, and we need like an S bend into there.
Yeah, it needs to come down and up a little bit, which is a bit of a pain.
But we've got the space to do it. Just,
yeah.
And then obviously you can cut these at your desire.
Yeah, don't worry everybody, I'm not pointing the exhaust at the back bumper. Excellent.
I really need to get that into there.
Yeah,
That's
just to be
probably
able to-
about as far as I want to go now.
Yeah.
I need to open these up now to get that in, and then pull these all in.
Okay, smart.
Bit strong stuff. It's tough.
Yeah, looks really good. It's just like the thickness of it now, isn't it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make a DTM exhaust tip style. It needs cleaning up a bit, but yeah, hella sweet. Comfy, Craig. Look at this stance. Well, that looks purposeful, doesn't it?
You happy with it, Phil?
Oh yeah.
You doing your favourite thing?
No.
Oh. How many people have you got making an exhaust?
They're quite tricky to get these V-bands back together.
I'm helping now.
Oh, thanks, Rich. Yeah, that was just the help I needed to do it.
What's going on?
Well, we've covered the exhaust in
Oh, look at that. Pipe lagging.
pipe lagging, whatever it's called. There's a technical name for it, which is really nice. So at least it's all going to be a little bit more
Cooler.
contained. Yeah.
Keep the heat away.
Yeah, 'cause the problem is it's so tight through the car, there isn't a massive tunnel to hide it in and that, so...
I need some of this
Will
for the
get hot.
for my Corolla because it gets a little hot.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
well.
this stuff's amazing. It reflects away so well. It's like really, really effective.
What is this stuff called?
I mean, we know it's Nimbus, this stuff, but it's like, I mean, BMWs have it as standard on the tunnels, and it's just an aluminium three layer heat reflection, but it's
Super
very-
effective.
And you see it like this, you can mould it round
Yeah.
stuff.
Should we have done this before you put the engine back?
Might have been an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done all up above the tunnel and everywhere, so it wasn't so bad, but you know.
Is this going to change the note slightly of the exhaust?
It might
slightly
make
deeper?
it not resonate a little bit. Sometimes take the little ring, the stainless kind of like a little ring to it, so
Cool.
I'm sure it will help, and it'll keep him quieter, which is the cooler, which is the big issue.
It looks like a spaceship under here.
Yeah, I mean, look, until he got ground it out, which is a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be ruined.
Then I'll be
First
back
drive.
in doing it again.
You love it.
But the back axle's all bolted in now. That was quite a miserable job because it ties in up through here into the cage. So trying to get like all the points tied in and lights in was quite a challenge.
It looks
but
like
it's
you're
in.
almost ready to drive.
I think it's literally. I think it probably could drive out of here tonight.
Don't tell him that, you want to go.
I've told him, unfortunately.
Oh, hey. What's going on?
We finished an exhaust, so we're going to see how loud it is.
Ooh.
Well, in theory, because it might start.
Well, hang on. Wait,
done some-
let's have a look at the exhaust first.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get ahead of yourselves.
Ta-da!
Yes.
So it
Nice.
needs the bumper needs a little bit of fettling, but it's the correct.
The upswept DPM hand stuck special, which is the correct style.
Yeah. So now
In
now
keeping.
truth.
Yeah.
Does it sound like shit?
Does it start?
Will it pass a noise test? Yeah. Will it start?
No, it won't pass the noise test.
Craig's done some more wiring, so let's see. Do a fuel pump. Am I going to be missing anything else?
You got a bottle?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Good start.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Where's the gear position on this? It looks like it's there, doesn't it?
Let's see the neutral on the end, isn't it?
Okay.
That's quite pleasant. That sounds so much better. I'm impressed. Yeah. I was expecting like ear bleeding noise, but that's really good.
Oh yes. That passes the noise test.
Maybe not.
I mean, it's no Corolla, that's for sure.
No, but when that's doing 8,500 RPM, I think we might have a bit of a.
Oh, look at that dashboard.
Yeah, it's not configured yet. I thought I'd just loaded the configuration, but it's new to me, so I haven't yet.
Get a little bit up there.
Hi, Tim. That sounds.
That is just power.
That sounds awesome. Correct.
That sounds so civilised, like, but no, compared to what it was when we were running it before, it was horrific. Like it sounded like, funnily enough, sounded like a car with no exhaust. But yeah, that's just, it's not mapped yet, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I am a happy boy.
I'd be happy with that.
Yes.
Because also, you know, it's gonna. If it sounded like a horrible V8,
Yeah.
it'd be even. It'd just be a disaster.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want a big lump.
Whole V8 is a.
Yeah, like those horrible American ones.
Well, you know.
Come on now.
No. So
You know where you are, don't you?
Yes. Now, horrible V8. I'm going to qualify that by saying sometimes when you just unbaffle an exhaust on a V8, it just sounds disgusting.
A bit like an unbaffled Corolla out.
A little bit like that. But
with
you
a
know,
trombone on the end.
I need all the weight I can get.
With a megaphone on the end of it.
Don't blame me.
Awesome. So depending on how this is edited, that might be the end. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, there's lots of parts to the series of this build, and we'll continue to do more as we go along. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to check out more.
And any questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll be happy to answer. So thank you for watching.
Cheers.